Previously on the Sherman Byers coaching dynasty, Sherman Byers started out as the OC at Notre Dame, taking the Fighting Irish to the playoffs. Then, he accepted the head coaching position at Akron, where he took the Zips to the MAC championship. They won the trophy and everything. And then, they went to the playoffs for the first time in program history, where they lost to the Texas Longhorns after a pick six thrown by their transfer quarterback, Ethan Vasco. The Akron Zips looked like they were going to be even better in year two under Sherman Byers, but then they lost some tough games to Kansas State, to Arkansas, and to their MAC rival Northern Illinois, going 2-3 in their first 5 games in the 2026 season. So how will they bounce back? Well, all they can really do is take it one game at a time, starting with the Miami of Ohio Red Hawks. Second quarter, they're down 7-0, and Kellum, their running back, punches it in for a touchdown. The Red Hawks score again, and Vasco will throw it to his tight end Wisner for a first down here. Vasco in shotgun, play action fake, tosses it to Goodwin for the touchdown, tying the game up at 14. It's 3rd and 4 now, with just under 3 minutes left to go in the second quarter, and there's a nice throw and catch to tight end there. 3rd and goal, Vasco looking, throwing it out of bounds, and Akron will attempt the field goal. Let's see if I can get a field goal in here. Looking good, 17-14. We got the ball back before halftime all of a sudden in 2nd and goal, and their feature back Williams will score a touchdown here, 24-17. Midway through the 3rd quarter, Vasco in shotgun. Ooh, throwing a bad pick. Yikes. That's not what they planned, but Akron managed to score on defense, 31-17 now. Here's a throw to Weatherspoon, taking it to the red zone, 3rd and 2. Vasco with the throw to his receiver there for a touchdown, and the Akron Zips would win 38-17. They're now 3-3 for the season. So hopefully, this is the start of a fresh start, turning over a new leaf. They're running back 102 rushing yards, 1 touchdown, and we'll see if the Akron Zips can carry on this momentum from this exciting win versus Miami of Ohio, or was it just a flash in the pan? Will they go back to their losing ways against the Central Michigan Chippewas? We'll find out. It's a night game at Akron at home, 3rd and 2. Here's the handoff to Williams for the first down. We're already in the second quarter. Now it's 1st and 10 at the 22. Vasco with the throw to Williams, and he gets a first down there. 1st and goal. Vasco rolls out. Is he going to run it in? Yes, he will for the touchdown, making it 7-0 Akron Zips. He's clapping. He's happy. His teammates are jumping on him. Central Michigan scores. So now it's tied at 7 with 4 minutes left to go in the second. Here's Vasco throwing it to his tight end, Wisner. He gets it down to the 40. 2nd and 10. 3.5 left to go. Vasco with the handoff to Williams, who gets the first down. 2nd and 8. Vasco throwing it for the first down. Getting the first down there. And now here's Vasco again, throwing it all over the field. Receivers are catching it. Now Williams will punch it in for a touchdown. 14-7, 3rd quarter. Vasco to his receiver, Paul Davis. Paul Davis will not go all the way. He's too slow. But still a hell of a game. Now it's 3rd and 5 in the red zone. Vasco to Kellum. First down. Looking like a potential screen here. Vasco throws the screen, but Williams can't do much with that. And I guess I didn't want to actually get the field goal there. 17-7. Didn't want to risk it, I suppose. Now here's Vasco with the throw to Rush for the big gain deep in Central Michigan territory. Now here's the touchdown pass to Witherspoon from Vasco. Now it's 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Vasco throwing it to Davis for a big first down here to make it 1st and goal. Now it's 2nd and goal. Kellum with a touchdown. And that would pretty much do it. 31-20 final score. Akron Zips finally got a winning streak, a 2-game winning streak, making it 4-3 for the season. 306 passing yards for Ethan Vasco, 2 touchdown tosses. And now let's check them out versus the Buffalo Bulls. For some reason, their name escaped me the last time these two teams played each other. But I forget it now. 4th and 4. First down to Norton. First down throw. Throw to Norton on 4th down for the first down. Davis now with a nice catch here. The screen. Now it's 2nd and 13. Vasco fakes the handoff. Now he's going to throw it to Norton for the touchdown. In the rain at home. 2nd and 9. Faking the handoff. Vasco. No. What was I thinking? What in the hell was I thinking with that one? That's an interception in the end zone. Hate it. Hate every second of that. 2nd and goal, though. We got the ball back. And Kellum is going to get another touchdown in his young career. So now it's 14-0. 2nd and 3. How about a throw to Weatherspoon for the first down? Williams with the handoff. Gets the first down there. 2nd and 1. Williams in the backfield with Vasco's in shotgun. Vasco, the clock winding down, the play clock. The handoff to Williams for the first down. And we're in the red zone, folks. 2nd and 1 now. 2.5 left to go in the first half. And whoa, that didn't look like that was going to be good, but got a touchdown there. 27-14 with the final score here. They beat Buffalo. So make that a 3-game winning streak. And you can see the stats aren't great for Ethan Vasco. 16 touchdown passes, 14 INTs. You don't love to see that, but the Zips are 5-3. Seems like the ship has been righted a little bit. They seem to be doing a little better. I mean, granted, they're playing, their max schedule, and they should be better than all these teams. They're 84 overall. But here's a college football playoff bracket. I don't think Akron's going to be making the playoff now, considering how they started things off. But you can see Boise State, USC, Utah, Clemson without the top 4 spots if the playoffs started today, and then you can see the rest of the potential participants there. Akron versus Toledo. First time for the Akron Zips in the Sherman Byers era to be facing Toledo. So let's check this out. How about a first down here? It's already 10-0. 10-0. They're down to Toledo by 10. Vasco with a throw to Norton for the first down. We're in the first quarter still. And here's Vasco. Risky throw. We get a pass interference call possibly. Looks like that is the case. So now it's 2nd and goal. Still in the first quarter. The handoff to Williams. The score. Akron's on the board. And still 10-7, second quarter. Vasco with the throw to Norton. The first down. And how about Newell getting the first down? And then busting his way for a touchdown. 14-10. Ethan Vasco with the throw to Williams for the first down. Now Vasco with a nice toss to Paul Davis. Touchdown, Akron Zips. It's 21-10 now. 21 unanswered points. Sack there, prevents a touchdown. Field goal, can we get it? Yes, we can. 24-10. Do we have any more fun highlights to see? Well, it's 24-17, so we got to take this somewhat seriously. That is not the best, play call in that moment. And the Zips will score. It's a tie game at 24. What are the Akron Zips going to do? How about Ethan Vasco? Whoa! He gets the first down. Got the first down. And we're going to overtime. So that play actually didn't really matter. Yeah, I don't know. Third down. Overtime. Third down was not converted, so it's 4th and 1. How about a timeout? So here we go. Can we get this field goal? Is this going to happen? Field goal's good, but Oh, that's it. I guess Toledo already had their possession and couldn't score or something. But yeah, Akron won. But man, that was a close one. And still, I mean, even though they won, they have a 4-game winning streak. I just thought they'd be rolling over teams. I thought they'd be punishing teams in the back, and instead, that was way too close for comfort, in my opinion. Whether or not Toledo is a great team is up for debate, but still, I mean, that was still a bit, made the brow sweat a little bit seeing that happen. There's the CFP top 25. We're already in week 11, and here's the updated bracket. You can see NC State, Texas A&M, Wisconsin, Tennessee, Oregon, Utah, LSU, Alabama. In the bottom, 8 teams. Here's Vasco's numbers. Still not much better than they were the last time we saw them. Looks like Owen McCown is the leading passer in the nation. You can see some other guys. I don't know if we have any more recognizable names. Gunnar Stockton, right? Here's Vasco. He's much lower on the list there. You got Braden Fowler, somebody, yardage per game. Vizina, John Mateer. There's some real guys left. There's still some names in here. There's just not that many at this point. But yeah, it looks like Vasco is leading the MAC in most of the category except touchdown passes. Definitely leading in interceptions, that's for sure. But yeah, do we have any receivers up here? Paul Davis, okay, 665 receiving yards for him. Only 3 touchdown catches. Who else is down here? Anybody that... Oh, is that Witherspoon right there? Witherspoon is actually up there. Here's the conference standing so far. Clemson is leading the ACC. You got North Texas and the American with Charlotte. They're in the tops there. Big 12, you got Utah, Houston right below them. Iowa State, Texas Tech, UCF. Then you have USC leading the Big Ten so far. Wisconsin, 7-2 for the season. UTEP, the Conference USA. There's UConn, Notre Dame. Then Akron. Hey, they're hanging in there at the top of the conference of the MAC. We'll see if they can stay there. They're 6-3. They're potentially bowl eligible, but of course in the MAC you're going to need to do more than just 6 wins to actually make a bowl. Then you have the Pac-12. Boise State's undefeated. You have the Raging Cajuns and Washington State also up there. Fun to see the Pac-12. Seems like there's some fun stuff going on there. Then you got Georgia in the SEC. So that's the conference standings. Let's go back to Akron this time, or back to the games. Battle the Wagon Wheel this time at Kent State. The last time they played each other, Akron won the big rivalry game. It's 3rd and 4, first quarter. How about the deep throw to Norton for the touchdown at the Hall of Fame Plaza? Actually, this stadium is pretty nice, I gotta say, for a MAC stadium. I have love for all the MAC stadiums, but this one is a lot of fun. Here's Vasco with the screen to Williams for the first down. In the second quarter, it's 7-0. First down conversion there, Newell. I kind of forgot that we already saw a touchdown. It's late. Callum with a touchdown there, making it 14-0. Now here is throw to Norton for the first down. And then a toss to Newell. Touchdown, 21-0. How about another red zone possession? Williams with the first down there, 3rd and 5. Now here is Vasco. Throw to Williams, first down, 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Akron, 28-3. Finally, this offense is looking like they're humming. Williams the big first down on the ground, the 3rd quarter. Vasco to Williams again. Williams really showing out, really showing why his rating is 88 overall. Witherspoon with a nice first down catch there. Halfway through the 3rd quarter now. This nice drive. How about a first down here against the Golden Flashes? Williams with a touchdown, and yeah, Akron just doing whatever they want against this Kent State team. Let's see more highlights. Why not? Williams. Really, the Williams show. Check out this touchdown from a screen. Yeah, 45-3 final score. The wagon wheel still belongs to Akron, a dominant performance. And these are the types of performances that you want to see out of a team that has so much talent. A team that Sherman Byers has really built in just 2 years. 4 touchdown passes for Ethan Vasco, 275 passing yards. I don't even think he threw a pick in this game, which is nice. It's nice when that finally happens. You go a game without an interception. It's quite nice to have that happen. So it's rare for me, but yeah. And the running backs did whatever they wanted, and Newell and Witherspoon had great games. And anything to see here? No. Clemson is #1 team in the nation right now. Georgia, Wisconsin. The rankings in College Football 25 don't always make too much sense with 2 lost teams in the top 5 like that, with 1 lost teams below them. Kind of frustrating. But Akron is #24 team, which I don't think makes any sense at all. I don't think they deserve to be there at all. I don't really get it. They have a winning streak, I get that, but they barely beat Toledo, and some of their other wins have been that impressive. So I'm not quite understanding why they're even close to being ranked right now. But I'll take it, I guess. But we got some fun games to close out the regular season, including a game at Eastern Michigan. And if you're familiar with the Eastern Michigan's field, right, they got a great field, and this is gonna be kind of cool to see. Haven't seen Eastern. Yeah, here you go. Look at that shit. Oh, this looks so cool. It was so trippy playing this particular matchup at the Rynearson Stadium in Eastern Michigan. So yeah, let's check out the highlights here. This is just I love it. Vasco with the screen. I love my screens. The screen to Williams for the first down. It's 3-0. Now the pass to Witherspoon. Witherspoon really has been the breakout star of year 2 with Akron. Now here's Williams with the first down. I mean, Williams also has been pretty kick-ass as well. Here's Vasco with the throw. And the first down and first and goal at the 1. The throw to Paul Davis, I believe. Now here's the touchdown for Williams. Eastern Michigan responds with a touchdown. So it's 10-7. How about the throw to Wisner? The middle of the field for the first down. 3rd and 3. Kellum gets the 3rd down conversion on the ground. Vasco to Williams. Pounding it in the middle. Now it's 3rd and 2. Williams gets that tough first down. The tough yardage. First and goal now at the 5. And Kellum will rush for the touchdown on this gray field. Yeah, I think this is pretty fun to look at. And now here's Newell with the big catch, big gain. It's 14-13, by the way, in the 3rd quarter, 3rd and 4. And we got Wisner with a big catch there. Halfway through the 3rd, just about. Vasco with the touchdown pass to his receiver there. It's 21-13. He's not done yet. There's another big throw to his tight end. The fake. The throw. The touchdown to Paul Davis. And yeah, Akron, 35-13. Another big win. The winning streak continues. Now what? A 6-game winning streak. So now they would be, 8-3, I believe? 305 passing yards for Ethan Vasco. 3 touchdowns. I don't think he had a pick in this game either. So Vasco's really starting to, heat up. And you can see here the recruiting. Now this doesn't really matter too much because we're not staying in Akron. I don't think I'm breaking any news here by saying that, but I still want to, for the ego's sake, I still want to have a great recruiting class just to have one. But yeah, 16 3-stars. They're the 16th ranked class in the nation, which is fun to see. Now they're the 20th ranked team in the nation, playing Ball State, a team that they played twice last year. First time at Ball State though. So here's a big throw. So is that Witherspoon for the first down? Kellum with a touchdown here to make it 7-0. Later in the first quarter, Vasco with the throw to Wisner, who gets past his defender for the first down. 2nd and 10. How about A screen. You know me. Same old G. Been low key. First down there. Vasco. Fakes the handoff. Toss there. 4-yard gain. 3rd and 7. The quick throw and catch there to his receiver. Now it's 3rd and 6. And Vasco. Oof. Risky pass. Luckily, only incomplete. Can we get the field goal? Yes, we can. Making it a 10-0 game. Can Ball State respond? I think they did. 10-7 now is the score. Second quarter. Now here's the screen. Toss to Witherspoon. I'm really liking this Witherspoon kid. I wish I could bring him with me to whatever school Sherman Byers ends up coaching next year, assuming he gets an opportunity to go somewhere else. 2nd and 5. Another first down. This time to Wisner. 3rd and 3. At the 6. Witherspoon. Poof, poof. First down. Vasco. Shotgun. Kellum. Kills him. Touchdown. 17-7. Now we're deep in our own territory. And we got the fake. Play action fake. Yikes. There you go. Yeah, I think he was playing too well. We needed an interception just to balance things out. Now it's 17-13. Let's see where this ends up going. How about... Ooh, a big gain there for Akron. 43 seconds left. I've been going between Akron and Akron. Just whatever feels right in the moment. Witherspoon with a touchdown catch there. 24-13, fourth quarter. Vasco with the throw to Witherspoon again. I think it's because he's a 71 overall and just somehow just is everywhere. And, oh, shit. That was also not a great play. Interception there. But we're back. We're back in the red zone. Here's Williams with a touchdown. And that would pretty much do it. 34-20. Final score there. Vasco has been, he hasn't been great with the interceptions. Not taking care of the ball so well. But still, they came away with the victory. 145 receiving yards for Meyer and Witherspoon, and a touchdown, and 9 catches. So he's been excellent for the Akron Zips. Let's see Ball State stats. Looking at Akron stats, Witherspoon head and shoulders above the others. And Vasco, 2 interceptions. Not great. You don't want to see that anymore. Stop doing that. MAC championship, though, we're going to be facing Ball State again. So Akron is back in the MAC championship game. And how's the playoff picture going here? I'm getting a little bit nervous that I guess we won't find out, but because they're ranked 17, and I'm nervous they're going to make the playoff again. And I don't really want to be slaughtered by a P4 school in the playoff. It'd be nice to just have a regular bowl game, a nice fun little bowl game to end the season. But before we don't want to get too ahead of ourselves. We got to face Ball State again. We just played them. Got to face them back to back. So let's see how. And I think they faced them last season in Sherman Byers' first year. So going to be interesting to see how this one plays out. Will play out much like it did the previous week, or Ball State have some answers for Akron that maybe Sherman Byers didn't foresee coming. Well, that's a bad throw. Not a great start. And then Ball State scores a touchdown. 3rd and 5 to start the second quarter. We got Ethan Vasco. Can't find anybody. Gets sacked. Ethan Vasco. This time the toss to his receiver there for a first down. 2nd and 10. 4.5 left to go in the second quarter. And Vasco! No. Pick 6. And suddenly the Akron Zips are down 14-0. It's been the story of this entire dynasty, these interceptions. But that is a nice play. Wisner with a nice catch for a first down. Can they get out of this hole? Wisner, once again, with a nice catch. But now it's 3rd and 13. Now here's Vasco. Not going to get much there. Going to have to go for a field goal. I would assume. Can they make this field goal? It can be a dicey proposition. Sometimes I let the CPU do it. This time I wanted to do it. And it pays off. Made the field goal. But still, it's 14-3, and it's in the third quarter. Got to start making things happen, Captain. And that's not going to help matters with a sack there. But now it's 1st and 10. And Williams will get this first down. 3rd and 4. 4.5 left to go into third. And that's a bad sack. A nasty sack. Whew. But there's a nice first down catch by Newell. So can't, be too down yet. There's a throw to Witherspoon for the first down. Witherspoon's got speed, my friends. How about the throw there to Wisner? Making it 1st and goal. Can we finally score a touchdown? Newell says yes. He's like, yeah, we're good there. 21-11. We got the 2-point conversion. But now we're down by 10. And we got a catch there by Rush for a first down. 2nd and 3. Williams. Big first down there on the ground. 3rd and goal. Ethan Vasco will throw it to his fullback, I believe. Not a great... That wasn't great. But we can get a field goal here. Hopefully I can get this. Ooh, okay. Whew. 21-14. 21-14. Too close for comfort. Another sack. Feels like Akron's demons are coming back to bite them once again. But... that looked like that would be good, but yeah, it didn't work out. How about this throw to Rush for the... Not the first down. 4th and 1. And Newell will convert the 4th down. I know it's kind of a cheat code, but you got to use it. It's there. And that is a first down for Akron. That catch. Vasco with the nice throw to Paul Davis. So here we go. I think you know what's coming. Well, not an interception, but pretty close. There's the interception. There it is. Yes. Of course. Son of a bitch. Come on. Do I have to throw a pick every time? I don't know. I'm tired, boss. I'm tired of the interceptions. I started capturing this in October, November, and, I had always envisioned on doing, season-long video or episodes that encompass large chunks of season, but it was hard to get through this sometimes because all the damn interceptions. Ball State wins the MAC championship, ensuring that Akron will definitely not make the playoff. So I guess that's good news. I don't know. Yeah, just not the best way to go out in the MAC, that's for sure. But hey, and you can see the playoff picture here. Akron's not in it, which is honestly, it's for the best. But you know what's cool? So Christopher Vizina wins the Heisman Trophy for Clemson. I think didn't Kate Klemick win it the year before? That's kind of interesting. 2 Clemson quarterbacks. But we get to play the UL Monroe Warhawks in the Camellia Bowl in Montgomery, Alaska. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with me? Montgomery, Alabama. UL Monroe, we're not getting any head coaching offers here, which I am not happy about. Come on, what am I going to do? So, what we got to do, I think, is win this damn bowl game at least. Maybe our head coaching offers weren't so good after losing the MAC championship game. I don't know, but would have been nice to coach Baylor, for example. I would have taken that job, right? Not Ohio. Maybe Nebraska, but they're not going to give that to me. Oregon State would have been nice. The Pac-12, I would have loved to coach Oregon State. They don't want me. They apparently don't want me. So I don't get it. I don't get what's happening here. San Diego State would be a lateral move according to CFB 2.5, but I would have taken it too. Still, I want to get out of the MAC already. I want to make some big bucks. Can't make big bucks in the MAC. So yeah, here's the playoff bracket. You see Louisiana Region Cajuns actually getting a bye week, which I think is pretty fun. A byproduct of the whole new Pac-12 thing that we got going on. Louisiana went 12-1 for the regular season. That's pretty cool to see them do that. You also got LSU as an 8 seed. You got Georgia, Washington State too. 2 Pac-12 teams, guys. That's all right. I like seeing that shit, man. Clemson, of course, had a nice season. USF, the American. Big 12, you got Utah, Kansas State. Big 10, you got USC, Oregon, Wisconsin, UTEP, and the CUSA. There's Akron. Even though they lost the MAC championship, they're still ranked, which I don't get. I don't understand that's possible. Then you got some nice Pac-12 teams too. You know, it's pretty cool. But yeah, it's time, I think, eventually for the Camellia Bowl. But let's see the conference championship results. You can see Louisiana beat Washington State, which is a fun thing to have happen. Utah beat Kansas State. Louisiana Monroe lost to Southern Miss. Oklahoma beat Georgia. Clemson beat Boston College. And Oregon beat USC. So that is why we are where we are in the bracket situation. And yeah, but you know what? We got to face the UL Monroe Hawks. Warhawks, right? Warhawks. Yeah, it says right there in the jersey. The Camellia Bowl in Montgomery, not Alaska, Alabama. I don't know. I've been talking too much. I don't know why I said that before. But yeah, Camellia Bowl. And yeah, this is the type of bowl I wanted to play in as a coach of a MAC school. You know, the playoffs the limelight's too bright. The light's too bright in the playoffs for a MAC school. You can't put a MAC school in that kind of situation. The Camellia Bowl is more the Akron speed, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But it's already 7-0. They're losing Vasco to Witherspoon for a big gain and more. He will go all the way. God damn it. Touchdown. Tying the game at 7 later in the first quarter. And we got Vasco with the pass to Williams, first down. Ethan Vasco over just under 5 minutes left to go in the first. We got a first down. Now Vasco with the play action fake. And of course, he throws a pick. But it's 10-7. And Vasco standing there like a sitting duck. Sitting duck? Standing like a sitting duck? Doesn't make any sense. Williams with a big first down gain there. 3rd and 6. The throw to Norton. First down. Now Vasco to Wisner for the big gain. Less than 5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. We got Williams with a touchdown to make it 14-13. So this wasn't going to be an easy, thing. You know, they actually have to try hard against this UL Monroe squad. Now here is Williams with a big first down from a screen. Still in the second quarter. Pistol formation, the rollout, the throw. Newell, nice gain there. Vasco with the touchdown pass to Paul Davis, 21-16 now, third quarter. And we got Rush with the catch, 2nd and 3. Kellum with the first down. 2nd and 1. Pistol, Williams, handoff, nice gain up the middle. 2nd and goal. And a Kellum touchdown, making it 28-16. Yeah. Any more touchdowns to see? Any more cool things to see? Let's see about this. 3rd and 8. Vasco, what are we doing? Safety. What are we doing? 28-18 now. And Vasco will throw it to Witherspoon, making it 4th and 3. Can we get a field goal here? Yes, we can. That just might do it. We're kneeling the ball to seal the game, and that would do it. We're going to win a bowl game. The Camellia Bowl. The first bowl win of Sherman Byers' career is in Montgomery, Alabama against the UL Monroe Warhawks, winning the Camellia Bowl. What a nice way to go out with this Akron team. Possibly the last game in Akron for Sherman Byers. The last Akron game of his career. And also for Ethan Vasco, right, and Williams. A lot of these seniors that are leaving with, assuming that we can get a nice job somewhere, right? But yeah, the goal is definitely to find a job after this game. Let's cross our fingers that we can get a job Someone's going to offer us a job because we won the bowl game here. Please let this happen. So we're going to advance the week. And let's see what job offers we get now after winning the bowl game. Let's see. We got Georgia OC. Pitt. Head coaching job at the ACC. Western Michigan. Sam Houston. Pitt. We got a head coaching offer with a Power 4 school. We got to take this right away. Sam Houston would also be pretty cool in Texas. So if it wasn't for the fact that Pitt offered, I would take the Sam Houston job. But man, we gotta do it, man. We gotta go to Pitt and play in the ACC and try to beat out Clemson and Florida State and Miami and all those guys. We gotta do it. And you know, it's not that far from Akron anyway. So yeah, I think it's pretty obvious that we gotta take that. Here's the bracket situation, by the way. Oklahoma is facing Utah, Tennessee, Clemson, Georgia, Louisiana, Alabama, Oregon. That's where we're at in the second round, in the quarterfinals of the 2026 College Football Playoff. Let's see, Wisconsin lost, Washington State lost, LSU lost, USC lost. So you got how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 SEC schools left there. Ugh, yeah. But Pittsburgh went 8-5 last year. You know, they're not a terrible team. They're a 4-star prestige team. They went 5-3 in the ACC. So, you know, I feel like it wouldn't take that much to make them elite pretty quickly. I feel like we can make them a pretty damn good team, a potential playoff caliber team, you know, relatively soon. They won their bowl game against Houston 52-3. So yeah, this is a pretty solid Pittsburgh team. We'll check out their roster in some more detail pretty shortly. But here's some other bowl results just in case at some point we need to worry about this, or for the completists out there. Yeah, I just thought maybe this would be good to keep in the video. And here are the matchups. The quarterfinal, second round. Find out what happens there. But yeah, Ethan Vasco, Akron, 27 touchdown passes, 20 INTs. I know a lot of that's on me. All of it's on me. Let's be honest. But how about this? 10 touchdown rushes for Williams and 11 for Kellum. Got some nice stats from Paul Davis and Witherspoon. Witherspoon really was a lot of fun to have on the team. Wisner had a great season. Newell had a great season. Norton and Williams, a lot of yards in the air and a lot of yards on the ground. Did Vasco start out Coastal Carolina? Is that what I said before? Last episode, I think I did. Yeah, he started out at Coastal Carolina. And overall, nice career, but man, the picks, a lot of picks. He did have a higher completion percentage his senior year than in other years, so I don't know if he'll get drafted in the NFL, but maybe he'll have a nice career in the UFL or something like that, you know? Caden Samanza had 40 touchdown passes in the MAC. Gunnar Stockton had 49 touchdown passes in the nation. John Mateer had a great season. Yeah, some interesting numbers from these guys. I think this might be the last season, or maybe second last season, where we see names that we actually recognize. DJ Lagway, for example, I just saw his name. I know he's at Florida. So yeah, we're gonna start to see some of these guys move on to the NFL, or just leave college altogether, and then have a bunch of CFB 2.5 generated names populating these lists. Yeah, that's about to come. So, but check out the ACC. And Eli Holstein, so he's a junior, redshirt junior, and the hope is that he'll stick around his senior year. Assuming we're going to be coaching at Pitt, which we will. We will. But yeah, so we want to keep Holstein because he's 93 overall. That's great. I don't know why it says 88 over there and 93 over there. That doesn't really make much sense to me. But yeah, that'd be the number one goal for Sherman Byers, is keep Holstein on the team, because we can become a playoff team year one with Holstein. Then we got Lloyd, we got Goff, we got Merrick as a fullback. We got some a lot of talented receivers coming in. Obviously, Kenny Johnson won't be there, but some of the guys behind him. Tight ends, we're gonna have to rebuild that. The offensive line, so a lot of guys here not graduating yet. So we got a lot of guys here returning. We got to bolster up the center position. But other than that, I mean, these are pretty good. The right tackle position as well. The defense, definitely some holes we got to plug in, but for the most part, a lot of talent here. So, honestly, not much of a rebuild job, more of a retooling job, and just trying to, add in some elite talent in the mix, either through the transfer portal or we can get some highly touted recruits at a high school combination of sorts. But you have that, and then you have Eli Holstein, who could be a potential Heisman candidate if we play our cards right. We're looking at a really interesting pit squad for Sherman Byers to take control of. So yeah. Is this a glitch, by the way? You see, it's this 4-year contract, and it looks as if it has me starting at 2025. Do you guys understand this? It says 4-year contract, but I don't understand. I don't understand what I'm looking at there. But hey, it's done. Sherman Byers is going to be the head coach at Pitt. Meanwhile, Oklahoma will face Tennessee in the semifinal. Georgia versus Oregon. We got 3 SEC schools in the CFP. Georgia crushed Louisiana. Not much of a contest there. Connor Stockton had 3 touchdown passes. And let's see how the playoff develops as we continue on in this video. But yeah, we're going to be going to Pitt, and that'll be fun. That'll be the next episode. We'll see how the off season goes. We'll see all that shit, and then we'll check out the regular season, year 1 with Sherman Byers at Pitt. We also got to hire our coaching staff. Let's see who we're going to hire. It's going to be Brody Fisher. I think it's going to be Brody Fisher, who is a D-. Maybe that was a mistake. I don't know why I picked him. And then who else are we going to pick? Is it going to be that guy? Juan Willies, C Prestige. Yeah, I probably should look into this a little bit deeper before I just go off and pick a guy. Mike Robinson out of Bowling Green. Rayshon Huber. I was like, I don't know who's good. I don't even know. Metro Atlanta pipeline would be a good thing to have, I think. So yeah, we stole Ebron, who's a C. Fisher's a D-. That's not really great for our coaching prestige, but that's okay. But okay, let's see where we're at. So Georgia versus Tennessee. I think Georgia, they lost Texas A&M the previous season in the championship game. So we'll find out pretty soon. Oh, Tennessee beat Georgia. There you go. Tennessee is the 2026 national champions. So you can see it right here. They beat Georgia 34-20. Congratulations, Tennessee, being able to do that. We were able to convince Eli Holstein to come back. I think we just did that. And as you can see, we got a lot of holes to fill. We got some guys we're trying to recruit. I think mostly through high school. I think there were a couple of transfer portal guys. I was trying to really hammer the transfer portal, but for some reason it wasn't really working out like I had hoped. But we got a 4-star receiver coming in, which I think is fun. But yeah, I was really trying to really refocus our attention in the offseason recruiting to make sure we can get as many, 4-star guys, some highly, some gems of 3-star guys we could possibly get that's left in this recruiting class. I was trying to really, try to make the most out of what we have, who's available, and all that. Obviously, in real life, it would have been fun to be able to take some of the Akron guys with me, some of the more talented guys. But obviously, in this game anyway, you can't really do that. We'll try to get that Kadarius Terrell linebacker, the 4-star recruit. But yeah, there's definitely got some work cut out for me on the recruiting trail to make Pitt into an elite Power 4 school. But it's going to be a lot of fun, guys. We are moving on from the MAC to the ACC. We actually landed at a more prestigious school than Urban Meyer did. Urban Meyer, of course, went to Utah after being at Bowling Green for 2 years. We're at Pitt. But I'm still going to try and make it a 2-year thing. And hopefully we can get an even better offer in 2 years, an SEC school, ideally. But we'll see. But Sherman Byers was 21-7 at Akron, 1 college football playoff appearance, 1 bowl win. Urban Meyer was 17-6 at Bowling Green, 0 bowl appearances. Of course, back then, maybe it was a little bit harder to get into the bowls, but that'll do it. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and the Sherman Byers Coaching Dynasty will continue next time at Pitt. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much.